Clara, a curious little girl, wanders into the enchanted forest, drawn by the soft glow of sparkling fireflies and shimmering leaves. The trees are taller than she's ever seen, with trunks covered in twinkling moss and branches bending gently as if to greet her. As she steps deeper into the forest, she feels a faint tremor in the ground, a soft thud, thud, thud like giant footsteps moving far away. Suddenly, a huge shadow flits between the trees. Clara gasps, hiding behind a giant flower, her heart racing as she wonders who or what is watching her. Clara steps into a clearing and freezes as a massive figure emerges. Golo, a gentle giant with large, kind eyes and a smile as warm as sunshine. Golo kneels down, his massive hands resting gently on the ground, and speaks in a voice as deep as the forest itself. "Hello there, little one. I am Golo. What brings you here?" Clara, though a bit scared, introduces herself and tells him she got lost in the forest. Golo reassures her, offering his hand like a protective wall between her and the unknown. Golo invites Clara to follow him down a hidden path that only giants can see, promising to show her his village and introduce her to his giant friends. Clara's eyes widen as she sees a giant's village, towering homes made from hollowed-out tree trunks, with windows that glow softly like lanterns and roofs covered in flowers. Giant children run and play with enormous toys, balls as big as boulders, spinning tops the size of tables, and kites that look like sails floating high above. Clara spots a giant child her own age, Gigi, a friendly giant girl, waving excitedly. She rushes over and gives Clara a flower the size of an umbrella, giggling. Gigi lifts Clara gently onto her shoulder, giving her a bird's eye view of the village. Clara gasps, thrilled, as she sees a whole world made for giants spread out before her. Gigi and Clara arrive at a giant playground filled with fun surprises, seesaws made from entire tree trunks and swings hung from branches as high as skyscrapers. Clara tries a giant swing first. Gigi pushes her gently, and Clara soars high, the wind rushing through her hair as she laughs with joy. They play on a slide made from a smooth, hollow log. Clara slides down, her tiny hands gripping the edges, and lands in a pile of soft, enormous leaves. Clara spots a mushroom trampoline. She jumps on it, bouncing so high she almost touches Gigi's nose, both of them bursting into peals of laughter. Gigi leads Clara to a quiet grove, where the trees are covered in sparkling leaves and gentle, glowing fruit that hums softly. Clara listens in awe as each tree hums a different melody, forming a beautiful harmony that fills the air like a magical concert. Gigi explains that these are the singing trees, enchanted to sing songs of friendship, love, and the stories of the forest. Clara reaches out and touches a leaf. Instantly, a soft melody fills her ears, singing her name and welcoming her to the magical world of the giants. Clara and Gigi arrive at a giant bridge made entirely of rainbows. Each step glows with vibrant colors, shifting and sparkling like a living rainbow. With each step Clara takes, the bridge lights up in brilliant hues: red, blue, green, and yellow, creating a path of shimmering colors beneath her feet. Gigi tells Clara that this bridge connects different parts of the magical forest and only appears when friends walk together with joy in their hearts. As they cross, Clara sees reflections of themselves dancing on the rainbow's surface, making her feel like she's walking on a colorful dream. They reach a high mountain peak, almost touching the clouds, where two sky giants, Tormy and Flynn, stand tall, their hair swirling like the wind. Tormy gently lowers a hand, inviting Clara to step onto his enormous palm. Clara feels a cool breeze swirl around her as he lifts her up to the clouds. Flynn shapes the clouds into fluffy animals, bunnies, birds, and even a dragon, all floating and dancing in the sky. Clara claps her hands, delighted, as the sky giants create a cloud butterfly just for her, its wings shimmering with tiny raindrops. Tormy forms a giant slide out of soft, fluffy clouds, stretching down the mountain and into the open sky. Clara takes a deep breath and slides down, feeling as if she's gliding on a soft, cool breeze, her laughter echoing through the sky. The slide twists and turns like a roller coaster, and Clara whooshes past giggling cloud animals shaped like unicorns and dolphins. She lands gently on a cloud pillow, bouncing softly, and stands up with a bright smile as the sky giants cheer her on. As the sun sets, Gigi and Clara arrive at a giant meadow lit by thousands of fireflies glowing like floating stars. The fireflies dance around them, forming swirling patterns and creating a beautiful, glowing festival in the darkening sky. Gigi shows Clara how to call a firefly by gently cupping her hands. A tiny firefly lands softly, its light pulsing warmly in her palm. Clara twirls and spins, surrounded by a sea of sparkling lights, feeling as if she's dancing among the stars. They find a giant, glowing stone, the giant's wish stone, hidden beneath a flowering tree, radiating a soft, magical light. Gigi explains that whoever touches the stone with a true heart can make a wish that will come true if it's filled with kindness. Clara closes her eyes, touching the stone gently, and whispers, "I wish to visit my giant friends again someday." The stone glows brighter for a moment, as if acknowledging her wish, then dims softly. Clara smiles, feeling a warm happiness spread through her. Clara and Gigi reach a shimmering river, where Bobo and Lulu, the playful river giants, are busy creating water sculptures. Bobo makes a beautiful, towering water spiral, while Lulu forms a giant water flower that blooms and glistens under the moonlight. Clara learns to skip giant stones across the water, watching in awe as the pebbles leave glowing trails on the shimmering surface. They spend the evening building water shapes and laughing together, the river's soft murmur echoing their joyful play. The giants throw a grand tea party for Clara, with giant teapots that steam softly and cakes taller than her. Clara sips tea from a cup as big as her head, giggling as she tries to balance the enormous spoon. The giants share stories and songs, filling the air with laughter and cheer. Clara listens intently, feeling like part of their giant family. They end the party with a giant toast, lifting their cups high and cheering for Clara, their new tiny friend. Gigi takes Clara to a hidden cave filled with sparkling gems and crystals that shine in every color of the rainbow. A tiny fire-breathing dragonfly named Flicker buzzes around, its fiery breath lighting up the cave walls. Clara is mesmerized as Flicker flits around her, leaving trails of glowing embers that sparkle and fade like tiny stars. The giants gently guard Clara as Flicker playfully swoops around, lighting up the cave with bursts of tiny, harmless flames. Clara's adventure comes to an end, and she stands at the edge of the forest, looking up at her giant friends with a heavy heart. Each giant waves goodbye, their voices soft and warm as they wish her safe travels back home. Gigi kneels down, hugging Clara gently, and whispers, "Remember us, and we'll always be friends." Clara waves, a tiny figure among her giant friends, feeling a mix of joy and sadness as she steps back into the path leading out of the enchanted world. Clara wakes up in her cozy bed, sunlight streaming through the window, wondering if it was all a dream. She sits up and feels something in her pocket, a tiny, glowing stone, the same one she touched to make her wish. Clara smiles, holding the stone close, knowing that her adventure was real and that the giants are still out there, waiting for her. She places the stone on her bedside table, a reminder of her magical journey and the promise of future adventures. Creativity and kindness can turn ordinary things into extraordinary wonders. When we use our imagination and share joy with others, we create magic that brings happiness to everyone around us.
Thanks for watching, kids. If you enjoyed the adventure, make sure to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and click the bell icon to never miss a new story. See you next time.